is everybody wants to know what happened to the Flagship project.
What's up and good morning, guys? Oh man, that just feels good. I got pretty much my full voice back. Anyways, welcome back to another video. As you can see, it is unfortunately still raining, but that's not gonna stop us. Today, being that I feel like I am no longer sick anymore, it is going to be my first day back at the gym, and I'm really excited about that. I don't know what happened since I've been gone, but oh, look at a Lambo for sale for $170,000. But the gym parking lot is absolutely packed. But the good thing is, I see a creepy white van over here. Dave?
Rhino?
Dave? Dave in the rain?
Rhino Dmax!
Oh, Dave!
Dude, Rhino!
Like, I thought I fell off the map. I stopped posting YouTube videos for a couple days. I thought you weren't gonna show up, dog.
Man, how long has it been?
Too long, Dave. Too long.
Boy, that is what are the odds?
Well,
I mean, I was like,
pretty high considering how many people decided to show up right now.
And you're one of them?
Right?
Wow!
There you go. Hey, buddy, watch out. Don't get hit by a car, okay?
All right, dog, thanks, but you saved my life again.
All right, what do you think the chances of them letting you in today are? Why do I pay a membership? You've gotten in every time for free. Like, what's the point of me paying a membership? I don't get it. Nice. Come on, you got it. I got it. There you go. Weights went that way. Didn't crush my bang. So that truck over there, Dave, that one was bought from the dealership like that. Oh. Now, you don't watch my YouTube channel, which is strange to me, but
right. I like that about it.
I did a video on why you should not go buy a truck like that from the dealership.
Really?
Because they turn a $40,000 truck into an $80,000 truck, but most people will go for it because you can finance it.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so like that is the Black Widow package.
Ah, I see the red violin.
I don't know, Dave, but it's really bright out.
The storm has passed.
Right? Well, that being said, buddy, you know, one video that I've been getting asked to do a lot of is everybody wants to know what happened to the Flagship project.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know what's going on with the Flagship project as well.
You worked on the Flagship project with me. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, I mean, we get done with something like that, and then it's like, it's still a construction site, but it usually takes about, give them a few months.
Yeah.
I mean, to get it real.
Well, and weirdly, and sorry, I can't even look. My eyes hate. So God, that
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over here. This Toyota's reflecting the light. We typically don't go back to projects that we've done. Like, you know, when we build a restaurant, we don't typically go back to eat there. Like, we're not those type of people that be like, hey, we built this place, manager, give us the hookup. Like, you know, once we're done and we're paid, we could. Yeah, like I don't like to be that kind of guy, you know? So, you know, once we're done, we're out and we're on to the next project. So we never really go back too often. But I think maybe today we head back over to the Flagship project and give you guys, you know, the finalized view of it. In fact, I was filming that project from the day we broke ground till pretty much completion, and we've got some really cool footage I can run you guys through.
I like those guys. I bet they've done well with our work.
All right, so obviously we had to make the switch to the BBB build here, but if you guys remember from a lot of my past videos, you know, the biggest project as a contractor that I ever landed and successfully pulled off was what is known as the Flagship project behind me. And obviously we call it the Flagship project because it was the biggest, baddest, coolest project that I had done to date. And, you know, my good man Dave here was along with us for a lot of the project.
Hang on, dude. I'm still staring at these palapas.
Right, those are nice palapas, huh? Dave's still weird, guys. Like, that hasn't changed. That has absolutely not changed. But one thing that was cool about this project that we tend to forget on a lot of projects we do is we don't start filming from day one. And this one I knew was gonna be something epic, as you guys can see behind me. I mean, this thing is just one beautiful masterpiece that just came together so well. Like, I just knew that this was gonna be something special, and I actually started filming from day one. And I think now is the appropriate time to let's cut to a montage of watching this entire thing get built from ground up. well, let's give you guys a tour of the finished product, because weirdly, I never actually got around to filming it right when we finished it because they were in such a hurry to get open. I didn't want to come in and run around with cameras while there's actually people around, and being that today's a rainy day, obviously nobody's at the pool. But let's give you guys a little walk around. Obviously, just a beautiful, giant resort-style pool, like totally done up to the nines, fully heated, beautiful pool deck area, awesome cabanas back over in that portion. Then we look at the beautiful sculpture that is the pool house building. Obviously, on this side, we have men's and women's bathrooms. Oh, Dave is testing the water. How's it feel, buddy? Anyway, so we've got men's and women's bathrooms on this side. Obviously, a beautiful outdoor shower. I mean, you can just tell the immaculateness of the landscaping. You know, the reason I enjoyed this project so much was the owners of this campground itself. They do things absolutely right. They're not afraid to spend money to make this place something special. And they know every penny they invest into making this place cool, it's gonna come back to them in return, and it really does. I've never heard a bad thing about this place. Everybody loves it. I know people that live down the street from here that come camp here on the regular because it's just so cool here.
Even I like these guys.
Even Dave wants to camp here, and Dave is not really a camper.
No, not at all. But these guys are, I like their style.
Some of the cool, notable features of this place are obviously, you know, there's just no expense spared on the giant pool. Sweet kind of beach entry over here. This whole building right here houses all the pool equipment, and yeah, it's a large building. There's the amount of pool equipment in there is pretty intense. But the cool thing is you see this big square area on the front of the building there. That is actually a screen to where they set up a projector over here on a pole, and you can come have movie nights here. They can air the game. They can do a lot of really cool stuff. And it's just really a well done and well thought out project.
That one's heated.
Oh, that's it. Dave's the resident water tester. Thanks, buddy. So over in this area, we've got a nice turf spot for the kids to play, kind of do their thing. Then over here, you guys may be wondering what this weird little dry lake bed is. And this is actually a bioretention basin. And what this does is you'll see all these pipes coming out of the walls in random place. All of the water that collects in the drains all around this piece of property itself, per California's awesome laws, has to come into this bioretention basin, filter through the dirt before it's allowed to get drained anywhere. So basically all this area is just one big giant water filter for the weirdly clean water that's coming off of the pool deck.
So if any of you watching are mosquitoes, this is where you want to be.
Yeah, that's basically what they created. Was it's mandatory though, and there's actually more bioretention basins over here on the other side of the building that have to collect the roof water that comes off before it is allowed to go into any type of storm drain or anything like that. I know in Kentucky that's probably not how things are done, huh, Dave?
No, mosquitoes would be a problem.
Oh, okay. So coming over to what would be the south side of the building, you obviously see this little portion here, and this was a door. It wasn't supposed to be a door. Dave's creeping hard in there. This is actually like the little bike rental office area, so you can see the little window right there. It's hard to see through there, but they rent out these little tricycle bike things, the little pedal cars, actually a lot of really cool stuff. So that's kind of the main portion of that area. Then in the next portion of this building is what is considered like the conference meeting room. We actually came here a couple months ago for a party, and we'll cut to a clip of that right now. See by the beautiful scenery and the beautiful party that's going on behind me, well, the flagship project is officially done. After you, David.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. So now that we're inside this building, you can see like one of the giant features we really wanted to showcase, not only because they were absurdly expensive and giant, but really badass, was all of the radius beams that span the entire width of the building, as well as cantilever out to create kind of an overhang on the outside of the building.
Dog.
Yeah. Right, so this is what the entire campground was when they first bought it. I mean, we are essentially in this area right here, And I mean, it extends acres and acres in every direction now. I mean, they got a bunch of cabins all throughout this area. The back area's got these crazy playground areas for kids, basketball courts, dog park, all kinds of stuff. But it started off as a little dirt road. And I mean, that was as big as it was when they first started. And they've turned it into this just beautiful, absolutely beautiful campground. Now coming through the gates into the breezeway here, Dave, can you go check, make sure nobody's in that bathroom before we go in there? Men's and women's restrooms. There's supposed to be a mural right there at some point. Look, these are the awesome restrooms with our sweet exposed beams up there, our TNG ceiling. Just turned out and finished out really, really nice. So coming here to the exterior, or what would be the east portion of the building, and the east entrance of the building, you'll see a few more of these bioretention basins. And like I said, these collect all of the roof water, which then has to get filtered down and then is stubbed out of the curb right there. So once it goes through all the ground filtering, that's when it comes out and is allowed to go to the storm drain, which is down that away. And you can see, like, it is taken very seriously. The amount of, real estate that had to be given up for the bioretention basins is pretty substantial. Now if we come to this side of the building, this is the laundry facility for all the campers. Pretty nice equipment here. Dave, what do you think about the old Speed Queen commercial washer?
Well, I've seen a lot of washing machines on the back of pickup trucks, and the Speed Queen, that's a pretty outstanding catch.
Oh, nice.
I have to say.
And then we got obviously dryers over on this portion. Right here, this is a little corridor that runs in between the men's and the women's restroom, and that is where all of the plumbing gets stubbed into. So if you ever need to service any of that, you get to crawl through that really narrow corridor. The door makes it look really wide, but it's pretty, I would not want to go in there and have to crack open a sewer line. Does not sound like fun. So now we've come out of the laundry room over here, and this is obviously the third palapa entrance, which me and Dave had a ton of fun building these palapas, huh, buddy?
Dude, that is a nice palapa.
But if you guys remember from past videos, I mean, we spend all the time with the chainsaw, hammers, sandpaper grinders, just really aging all these beams, and I think they turned out absolutely killer. And they're soft to the touch, which is a nice feature because nobody wants splinters in the typical way that people would beat up beam. One of the things I was really going for was Disneyland-esque when we were doing this type of stuff, is I really wanted to have that Disneyland look and feel, but it's still safe to touch, which Disneyland's really good at.
Dog, is that an A35 in the corner?
Who came up with that trick?
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I like this guy's style.
He's complimenting his own work. Great work, Dave. I'll compliment your work, too. Great work on the bracketry selection.
Now the thatch attaching.
It is a nice thatch roof on there.
It does appear that the thatch attaching has held.
Right? We've never done a thatch roof, and coming in, clearly we built 3 thatch roofs here, and we were a little bit worried because in the way that you attach thatch, you have to hide the fasteners, and this place gets gale force winds that come in the wrong direction of what we want, and so we were real worried, but it's been through quite a few storms, and it looks like these things have held up beautifully.
As some superb thatch attaching.
And Dave's favorite thing in the world is to say thatch attacher.
Palapa thatch attacher.
Palapa thatch attacher. Well, either way, we can't get in the pool building, but I'm sure you guys saw that in the previous posts or in my previous videos. If you guys want to see walkarounds of this project as it was getting built, you guys can go back into some of my videos. I'd say, at this point, 6-7 months ago, maybe a little bit further than that.
Further, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys can really kind of poke around in a bunch of those videos. I mean, we did so much filming here and so much work here that there's a lot of in-depth stuff. So I would really recommend and appreciate if you guys went and checked those videos out. All right, so coming from the laundry area, back through the breezeway here, we make our way to the showers. Dave, can you pop one of these bad boys open? It says vacancy.
Let's do the accessible.
All right.
We want access. This is nice.
Right, so these are the pretty much public showers here, which are actually really freaking nice for a public campground shower. Absurdly nice. These are nicer than most showers at most homes. Like I said, they are not afraid to spend money and just make a really nice product so that anybody staying here, you're getting your money's worth. It is awesome.
It's definitely a hotel quality.
So this room, which is unfortunately locked,
is
this is supposed to be the gym, and you can see, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. There's one There's one flat bench over there in the corner, but clearly they're running some more wiring. They're going to be ended up switching this to what, I'm not sure. It looks like they've got like a little outdoor kegerator drink station, something in there that's plugged in. So I don't know if this is where they store that for when they're serving drinks. So yeah, I mean, I have to say, not only was this probably the largest project from start to finish that I've ever done through my company, it was just the one that I would say I was every day so excited to come here and just pull off something epic. And just on the grand scale of this building, it ended up being that. Like, we just constantly had win after win after win. And we, like, I'm talking, you know, most projects you're gonna run into issues. I would say on our end, we ran into so few issues on this project. Like, everything just went right between the coordination of us, the owners of the property, you know, the engineers, everybody. Like, it was just about as seamless as can be. Obviously, we ended up with some weather time delays, which pushed the project to about a year and a couple months, I think, is what it took start to finish. But, you know, there's only so much you can do about weather. And, you know, you guys are saying, thought you had the greatest weather. We did until we started this project, and then we went back to having the greatest weather. But this project was like cursed with just crazy storms. I mean, you can see all the trees in the campground. Trees were coming down in this campground because of the gale force winds that we were getting. It was pretty epic. It was pretty epic. But, you know, I'm proud to have my name stamped on this, and the fact that, you know, like, yeah, we were a part of this history that is only gonna further the greatness of this campground. And the funny thing is, you know, they're looking at the building over there, the original check-in building, and they're like, well, now we gotta make it as epic as this thing. And then we gotta keep going, and then we gotta keep going. And like I said, I don't doubt the owners of this campground. They absolutely crush anything they touch, and they just do things right, and it works, and everybo's stoked, even Dave.
Even Dave.
Alrighty, well, you know, I hope this video kind of answers some of the closeout questions, and we'll put to rest, you know, you guys wondering what happened with the Flagship project. But Dave, is he calling you, buddy?
I heard it.
Dave, you got a fan, buddy?
One.
There you go. Hey, well, one's better than nothing.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, guys, this is one of the greatest projects. We had a ton of fun on it, and it turned into this beautiful masterpiece. I still drive by this on the freeway all the time, look at it, and I'm proud of it, you know. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. I'm not going to do any projects, or, you know, I'm not going to accept any jobs that I'm not going to be proud of, you know. And I'm not going to cheap out on something, or I'm not going to build something that's not something I would be willing to show my friends, show off to anybody. And I think this one was definitely the project that, you know, like, helps solidify that.
If you're gonna do it, do it with style.
That's right. That's right. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. If you have not clicked the subscribe button, please do so now, that we do not miss out on any future content. Hopefully this year we get you know, another project like this going. I know they own a few more campgrounds, and they kind of want to mimic this building. So maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Thumbs up for Dave, even though we don't get Tank Top Dave today. Maybe next time we see him, we'll get Tank Top Dave.
And longer shorts.
And longer short Dave. Yeah. I haven't even told him about what else he used to bring to the gym, but we'll just leave that at we don't need to ruin your reputation. We'll leave it at that. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, like, you know, my BBB build, my Denali over there, you got to be willing to put in the time, put in the work, put in the effort to pull off projects like this, to really establish yourself in the game. And, you know, nobody's going to hand you anything. You got to be willing to work for it. So I'll put a link right here, as well as down in the description, to workforapparel.com, and let's help restore pride in blue collar work. All right, buddy, I'll let you have it. You've got a whole playground here to do whatever you want. There's a nice rock behind you if you want to backflip off the rock. Your call, buddy. Your call.
Roll the outro, dog.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.